So in this video, I'm going to run Bonsai 27B on a cheap VM from Google Cloud and then use it for coding in VS Code. Let's see if it actually works and if it's better than the paid APIs. First, I'm going to create a VM in Google Cloud Platform. I'm going to name it Bonsai 27B Code. Then pick the NVIDIA T4 with 4 CPUs and 15 gigabytes of memory. We'll use a spot VM to keep the costs low. Region is North America Northeast, Montreal. OS is Ubuntu. Disk stays balanced persistent, 100 gigabyte storage, no backups. And I'll allow HTTP and HTTPS traffic. Once all that's set, I just hit create and wait for the VM to come up. All right, the VM is created. Let's just access it through SSH. First, I'm going to run some update commands and install the Z standard package, which is needed to install Ollama. Once that's done, I go to the official Ollama website, copy the Linux curl script for installing Ollama, then paste it into the VM terminal and run it. It starts installing. Almost finishes, but fails at the end because of some issue. So I just restart the SSH shell, run the script again, and this time it installs successfully. Now I search for Bonsai 27B on Ollama. We'll use the Mobius development Bonsai 27B Q1 version since the official PrismML one isn't available there. I copy the command and run it inside the VM. It starts up. So let's just chat with it real quick. And yeah, it's working. Now we just need to increase the input context length so it can handle our code bases properly. I'll run this command and that'll raise the context length. Now we need to install Cloudflared to create a quick tunnel between our VM and our local machine. It's the easiest way to get a public endpoint for the VM. Just make sure you don't share that public link while it's running, otherwise anyone with the link can reach your VM. And all right, that's done.
Now I'll just run this command to start the server and create the public endpoint. It's running, and this right here is our endpoint.
Now open VS Code. Open the model dropdown, then the model settings menu. I'll add a new model. Name it Bonsai 27B Code. Hit enter. Enter again, and select Chat Completion. That opens the model config file. I'll change the ID to the model name, give the endpoint whatever name you want, then paste in the endpoint we just generated on the server. Leave everything else as is. Now I'll select the model and send hi. It's processing. The first request takes a bit longer, but after that it runs at normal speed. And there it is. It responded. Let's just ask it a few more things to see if it actually knows about the codebase or not. And yeah, it's working really good. Now let's tell it to write something inside app.tsx and see how it actually renders on the web. It made the changes to the file, and it looks good. So this way you can run Bonsai 27B on a cheap Google Cloud VM and use it right inside VS Code for coding. It was just an experiment to see if it works and how it feels compared to the normal APIs. But if I compare it to Qwen 3.6 27B, which is the full model behind Bonsai, cost-wise, the API is usually much cheaper. Even with regular coding use for a whole month, it often stays under $20, sometimes way less. On the other hand, this GCP setup, if you run it occasionally, say 5 or 6 hours a day max, comes out to roughly $40 to $50 a month, based on the 27 cents hourly rate. So cost-wise, the API wins. But if you want your own private AI that stays fully under your control, then this setup can work. Also, I already made an overview video on Bonsai 27B, so check that out on my channel.